This right here is a fidget toy which claims to be a flashlight, and it's also known as the iMini 2 from Olight. We'll take a quick look at it, and then I'll tell you why I think it's a waste of your money. So in the box, you get the flashlight itself, you get a small additional rubber grommet in case the one that's on it comes off. We need that. You get a small carabiner to clip it to your keys, or to an additional carabiner to put onto your waist belt. Won't need that. And the box. So the flashlight itself has a USB Type A male side on the end of it, and that is how you will charge it. It takes about 60 minutes to charge fully on a 0 battery charge, and you will have a red indicator light that will show here while charging, green when fully charged. And it has two functions: on when you remove it from the magnetic base, and off when you connect it. So that is the light. Very simple light, on or off, magnetic base, and USB Type A charging male side on the end of it. And let's take a quick comparison of what it looks like in the dark with a few other lights. We'll look at the i3E EOS, and we'll also look at an O-clip just to give you a comparison of what that 50 lumens really looks like. All right, so you know the deal. We're going to be taking a look at 3 different Olight small flashlights and focus on what you can see to the right of the shed here. Just to the right of it, it is a bright night, so it is going to pick up a lot of light, but the difference between what you can see just to the right of the shed is going to give you an idea of the flood of the Olight iMini 2 and the throw of the other 2 flashlights, which are the i3E EOS and the O-clip. First is the iMini 2. Then we've got the i3E EOS. And then the O-clip. Like I said, this is a fidget toy. I don't carry this on a key ring. I've had this on my desk, and I find myself just playing with the magnet constantly. I'm sure I am going to wear out the battery on it by just finding different ways to connect it. And I will find myself doing this all day while sitting at my desk. But let's take a look at the different reasons why I think this is a waste of your money. With the other lights that we showed, this one is, like I said, 50 lumens, no more, no less, and it is just not enough. What am I going to do with 50 lumens? You have a 90 lumen output on the i3E EOS, has a much better throw on it, and if I were stuck somewhere wanting to have a flashlight, needed to see around me, if I needed to look further out, I would definitely want something with a better throw and higher output. If I'm looking up close and I had something, say, in a bag, I would probably just reach for my phone before I would go looking for my keys to pull this off and use that light for figuring out where something is close up. Secondly, it's called the iMini, but it is not that small. I mean, when you look at it just compared to some other Olight lights, magnet is strong on that. When you look at it, it is not that small. Yes, when you take it out of the base, go to use it, it is small. But holding on to this, if you were looking for something just briefly, yeah, that would be okay. But if you're holding on to this for a longer period of time, you don't really have a whole lot to grip on. Your hand isn't really filled here. It's not enjoyable to hold for a longer period of time than if you were to carry something with a larger base on the end of it, as this would be with the actual inside, with the actual end cap on it. The third point, I don't often carry keys just in my pocket, and if I were to do that, I don't know that I would want this carabiner hanging off of an additional key ring. It itself would not be able to clip onto something else because it would pinch there. You're supposed to use this small hole on the end of it to put on your key ring. But if you had a key ring that you put it onto, that is about the length that you're going to have it hanging off of your keys. And to me, that it's not very organized and tidy. I wouldn't want this hanging off of my keys. If you were to try to put it on your belt loop, you would have probably another carabiner that is right there on the end of it, making it just as long, if not longer. And that magnet is going to stick to everything that you're close to. So I wouldn't want that on my side either. Next point is the USB Type A charging on the end of it. Is it kind of neat? Yeah, I think so, but I don't think it would be that convenient. Like we said, if you had that carabiner and you were keeping it on your keys, how often are you going to think to take that off of your keys and go put it onto the charger? Remember the next morning to put it back on your keys. I feel like that is just going to, more often than not, just be something that you don't keep on your keys enough, or if you do keep it on your keys, you wouldn't keep it charged. It's just not something that I would find myself just pulling off on the regular and going to charge. And lastly, the price. This is $20. Is it worth $20? No, not to me. Would I buy it again? No. If you look at the other Olight lights, even the ones I've got right here, this one is $9 to $10, and they give them away like hotcakes. If you buy anything from Olight on their website ever, you're probably getting one of these for free. And it has a much better throw. I would prefer this flashlight over this $20 flashlight every day. This is around a $30 light, which has magnetic base on the end of it, and the clip gives a little bit additional functionality, much better output from lumen's perspective. I do have a video on this if you want to see more on it, but it is just not a $20 light. If you want a $20 light, $20 to $30, there are tons of brands that have great lights for $20 to $30, which will probably give you a much higher output in terms of lumens and also give you a low light output for a moonlight as well. Just the functionality of it would be much better if you had something in that range. If you want a flashlight with a magnetic base, go buy some magnets. Magnets on Amazon for a key ring are like $7.50. I can put a link down below if you'd like to see those, but I think there's better options out for you in the market. Do yourself one better. Save your 20 bucks. Go find a flashlight that you really want that's in that $40 to $50 range, or go look at something like the i1R2 Pro from Olight or a Rovivon Aurora A series, which has great output, like 650 lumens. There are just so many flashlights out there better than this one. Save your money. Thanks for watching.